Olá, hoje eu estou aqui com o Nisqy da Mad Lions e a gente vai bater um papo sobre o que está acontecendo no time deles. So Nisqy, tell me a little bit about the team. You guys made some changes, but one of the changes, was it really a change bringing back Karzi? I'm really curious to see how it's been to play with him because I've known him for years and I know that he's quite the force. How has it been? Is he fun to be around? Are you enjoying your time?
Yeah, I think he's a very fun person. I think he is very emotional, but also very funny in his own way. I think just the energy he brings, the jokes, don't know, he doesn't care about dying. He plays weak side, can play strong side. Usually has no opinions about champs or whatnot, so it's just very easy to work with, and I think that helps us a lot, yeah.
Do you think that in this meta, it favors more a team if the AD carry is more willing to be flexible?
Yeah, I think for sure, if your AD doesn't care if he has to pick 4-5 or if he can also pick 1-2-3, can play good matchups, bad matchups, I think that helps a lot, and I think that's the AD carry is, yeah.
All right, perfect. And tell me a little bit about what you guys have been up to before we started this week. How had, you don't have to tell me how scrims are going, but you can tell me, how practice went.
To be fair, our practice used to be really bad. I think around a week before LEC, but I think 4 days before LEC or something like that, it started to actually click.
What was the moment that made it click, you think?
I think we just took practice way more seriously, and we kind of played to win in some sense, and our drafts were more similar to what we like to play and all that stuff. Before we used to try a bit of everything, and at the end we got our meta, and that's what we play. And since then it's been going really good. We do good in scrims, we're doing good on stage, so we'll see what will stop us next.
I love to see it, even though, SK didn't really perform that well against you guys. But that aside, I'm wondering, Armut is gone. We miss him. He's a great personality, and I'm sure he's a great guy to have around. But tell me a little bit more about your new top laner and how he has changed things for the team.
I think the good thing about Chase is that he kind of plays lots of champs on a very high level. I think he's very willing to play the Fioras, the Yones, and basically all the carry tops, and he can also play the tanks, which is very nice. And I think also one thing that he does is that he takes criticism very well. He just listens to whatever we say, and he doesn't necessarily fight back. He trusts us, and I think he's been doing really well. And even though he doesn't speak perfect English, he can still understand us, and he does what he has to do in game. So yeah, he's doing good.
I know that you guys also had changes with Cass leaving to 100 Thieves, but Mac is still around. How has the coaching developed without Cass? Is it kind of the same, or has it changed drastically?
To be fair, it's kind of the same. We also got 2 new people, which is Zeph and Achu. And I think they've been doing really good. To be fair, for me, I don't see that much of a difference compared to last year. I think it might even be better of what we have right now, but it's also because we're winning, so I might be biased. But I think we kind of have the same system. It's just different people at different roles, but at the end, it's the same old mad coaching stuff.
And you guys are still investing a lot in the positional coaching side of things, right? To your point of view as a player, what are the benefits of investing more time into that? Does that take something away from practice to give to an individual player sometimes, or is that something that fits in and just well rounds with everything?
For me, I never really had a positional coach before I joined.
You're too good.
No, before I joined Mad. But I think for me, the thing that it helped me the most is that realize how I can get better. Because usually if you're just alone and you just have a main coach plus assistant coach, no one really looks at your micro mistakes or at your lane or at your team fights and all that. They just look at the global of the game.
Right.
And I think a personal coach looks at everything. And if you want to focus on one thing, then he will look at it, right? And I think it's very important, to be fair, for everyone to have a coach. And for me, Zeph has been really great. So I'm glad he joined Matt, yeah.
All right, perfect. And now, Matt aside a bit, let's take a look at all teams in the LEC. Can you give me the top 3 and the bottom 2?
Mad, G2, Koi, and bottom 2, SK, Heretics.
Sad.
Okay. Sorry, you asked me a question, I just answered.
That's all right, Nisqy. Thank you so much for joining me. And maybe, do you want to say goodbye, give it a try in Portuguese?
I don't speak Portuguese, so...
I know that, but I will teach you.
Sure.
All right, Jankos did it, so I expect you to do good too. All right. Just say it's really simple. Muito obrigado. Ciao.
Muito obrigado. Ciao.
See, he did one more than Yanko, so he's already doing good.